Roper St. Francis officials add that the employees who cared for the patients are not showing any symptoms of the virus. All areas the patients visited are being deep cleaned.
And the doctor expects that more serious cases involving young people will emerge in the coming weeks.
He says it would create ethical questions for doctors as they decide who gets priority equipment like ventilators.
A South Carolina doctor is stuck in Peru this morning along with 19 others. They went there on a trip as part of a continuing education program, but Peru's president closed the country's borders to try and stop the spread of COVID-19.
Dr. Jonathan Strange says he and the other doctors ended up testing negative. Strange told the chief photographer for our sister station, WSPA in Spartanburg, that they are not allowed to come home.
Regulators are also lifting some of the restrictions on truckers to try and keep merchandise moving.
Brad, the agency says travel restrictions have made it difficult to conduct its usual on-site audits. They plan to resume them when it becomes practical to do so. The American Red Cross and blood banks are putting out an urgent call for donors amid the COVID-19 pandemic. News 2's Carolyn Murray has the story. To schedule a donation or to host a blood drive, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. You are asked to postpone your donation if you have traveled to China, Iran, Italy, and South Korea. A chef at Pike Place Market in Seattle who saw her business evaporate in a matter of days is still busy in the kitchen. She is cooking for low-income seniors. NBC's Ted Land has the story.
Now, count on 2, live and local in the Lowcountry. This is News 2 Midday.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining us on News 2 Midday. Today is Wednesday, March 18th. I'm Temple Ricky.
And I'm Brad Franko. Thanks for being here. Let's get over to the Lowcountry's morning meteorologist, Josh Marthers, because...
Thank you, Josh. The coronavirus has shaken the world, and we can see the effects in everyday life. Businesses are being ordered to close their doors, schools are shut down, and some residents are being told to shelter in place. John Lornick has the latest with what this could mean for you. MUSC says the Environmental Services team is cleaning, disinfecting, and inspecting every area of the West Ashley Medical Pavilion. Once that is finished, they will reopen the building. The drive-through collection site in the parking lot is still up and running. Charleston County School District is now closed until April 13th. Students and staff will work and learn from home through April 3rd. Spring break will be the following week. Doctors are working with little data to see how the new coronavirus, which causes respiratory illness, affects expectant mothers. Doctors are checking CDC recommendations and updates daily. The CDC said it is still unknown if a pregnant woman with COVID-19 can pass the virus to her baby during pregnancy or delivery. Hey, good morning. Thank you for watching News 2 Midday. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. I'm Temple Ricky.
And I'm Brad Franko. Thanks for being here. We're going to have an expanded edition of News 2 Midday each day going forward here until 12:30 as we continue to work our way through this new normal of coronavirus and COVID-19 making its way through the country. We're also practicing social distancing here, so our shows are going to look a little bit different than they normally would. So you'll see this setup will also be separated from our folks over at Storm Team 2 as well.
Nursing homes are closing their doors to visitors in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19 to residents who are extremely susceptible to the virus. News 2's Danielle Hensley spoke to a local nursing home about what steps are being taken to keep people infection-free. With local and national officials urging faith leaders to adjust for smaller gathering sizes, several churches are now changing how they worship. News 2's Katie Turner talked to those leading large and small congregations. House Democrats had warned that they would pass legislation one way or another, with or without bipartisan support. In a series of tweets, President Trump put an end to the uncertainty by saying he fully supports the legislation. Voting delays come as the CDC issued a recommendation against any gatherings of 50 people or more. And as you now know, the White House took it a step further, asking Americans to avoid groups of more than 10. And we've seen a lot of changes in the past week. Events are getting canceled, schools are closing, and a growing number of businesses are asking employees to work remotely. NBC's Liz McLaughlin has some tips to help you adjust. Experts also suggest resisting the temptation to stay in your pajamas all day. You need to make sure to keep your routine as normal as possible to help ease the transition. And if you start feeling claustrophobic, try taking a walk on your lunch break.